Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like the channel and become part of this journey with us. One big happy family. Thank you so much to every single one of you that have been supporting the channel from the start until now. And of course, very appreciated the newcomers that will be part of it also. I'd like to mention that my threads are 100% cotton thread. They are from Portugal. I am in Europe. And there are 4 plies, similar thickness to Aunt Lydia number 3. My colors go by number and not by name. Okay. And for the most part, I use 2.75 hook, a small one, millimeter. Small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a pair of scissors. I also like to mention I do have a crochet private group. If you're interested to join the beautiful queens there, you're more than welcome as long as you have a profile pic. And I have a crochet page on Facebook and also Instagram and TikTok. All of these links will be below in the description box. All you have to do is click on them. Of course, if you have not subscribed, click on that subscription. It's free, you know that, and hit the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's the only way we can continue to create these beautiful pieces for you guys. By keep growing the channel, of course, by YouTube recognizing the channel and circulating it. And I am so grateful and appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody. For a lot of yous that question on my threads, I do ship them out. They're $12 a ball. They're 100 grams equivalent. 300 to 325 yards, okay? And minimum order by 6. It's the only way I can cover the shipping. I make nothing out of it, so I know you will be asking because I get a lot of questions on them. So here you go. Okay, so let's get started. Please don't forget to share the video or the channel in your Facebook public or your groups, your Facebook crochet groups, through your WhatsApp, your Instagram. It's the only way to keep going and circulating it. Okay, thank you. I send you much blessings. Okay, everyone. So we're going to do a round doily again. I have done a similar doily long time ago. So for a lot of you that follow me, will recognize I used to call it the chicken feet. Some of you already can see what I'm talking about. Sorry about the banging, people. Construction going around. So I'll be incorporating these colors, hopefully. But a lot of times I change ideas. So, and also please look ahead of the video anytime that, for any people, for that matter, because sometimes mistakes can be done. We can fix it without taking it down. These are all 4 ply except for this one. This is almost like Aunt Lydia number 10. But these are 4 ply, 100% cotton thread. This is a nylon. You can use 2 strands of Aunt Lydia number 10 to create whatever we're going to do with this one. It will have X's on it and also the chicken feet, as I call them. So enjoy the tutorial. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Help the channel out. Sharing is caring. You know how that goes. And hit that bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. And thank you so much for being here and for all your blessings. God bless you. Okay, everybody, we're going to start with the magic circle. If you still have a hard time, you can do a 5 to 6 chain. Coming back in, so I closed in with a slip stitch on that magic circle, came back in with a single, and I'm going to do 2 chains. So that's my first double crochet. 1 chain space and continuing to do 11 more double crochets with that single, the very first one I've done, and 2 chains. We'll have a total of 12 double crochets. 1 chain space between them. This is row 1. You've seen me create many times this base from many patterns. So as we keep going up, we'll be adding 2 on the last stitch as we go, and you'll see what I mean. A lot of you will recognize it. So I've done my 12 double crochets, closing in that magic circle, coming in my second chain and doing a slip stitch. Now I'm going to come in that space of 1 chain, single, 2 chain, my first double crochet, and 1 more inside of that chain space, 1 chain, 2 double crochet, 1 chain space, and again. So all the way around, this is row 2. Row 3, we're going to do that 1 chain space always in between the groups, 1 double crochet, 2 at the end, 1 chain, 1 double crochet, 2 at the end. So we keep increasing until the 17th row, which will have 17 double crochets. 1 chain, coming inside of that 1 chain space, creating 2 double crochets, 1 chain, and again. This specific thread I'm using is exactly the same size as Aunt Lydia number 3. My regular 4-ply that I use, it's usually a little bit thinner, and they ran out, so we're waiting for the shipment to come into the island. But they did have this one, thank God. It's a different brand than I usually use, and it's exactly like Aunt Lydia number 3. This is the one I usually use, and I wouldn't have enough, but it's a little bit thinner than this one. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but anyway. So your doily should have the same measurements, more or less like mine, except when I use my regular 4-ply, it's a little bit thinner, so obviously the pattern is a little bit smaller, not by much, okay? But as far as the base will be the same size. So I'm going to close in that second chain again. Now you can do your normal going up 3 chain. Into the second one, I'm going to do 2 double crochets. That's my increase. And that's how it's going to be throughout the pattern until the 17th row. We are in row 3, 1 chain space, 1 double crochet. On the last one is our increase, and all the rows will be the same. 1 chain space, 1 double crochet, and 2 on the very last one, our increase. Okay, so row 4, exactly the same thing. We'll increase on the last one. You should have 4 double crochets, 1 chain space between them. I'm going to continue mine, and I'll meet you at the end of row 17. You should have at the row 17 double crochets. Of course, always adding your increase on the last one. Okay, everyone, so finished row 17. And on row 17, I have 17 double crochets, of course, with my increase on the last one. Row 18 is very simple. It's just double crochet over a double crochet. The only difference is we are not doing the increase on the last one because we are going to do 1 inside of that 1 chain space. So 1 per stitch, all the way to the very last one. So 1 double crochet only, no increase, and 1 in the center of that 1 chain. And just continue on, 1 double crochet per stitch all the way around. This is row 18, then I'm changing colors, beginning at row 19. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished doing row 18, coming in with my green now. Now I'm going to start exactly on the first one here, and my increase will be on every 9th double crochet. And you can start however you want to start your double crochet. I'm going to do it this way so sure I don't get in the wrong one, so it doesn't have like a big mark going up. So I've done my first double crochet, and my second, three. Sometimes I change certain ways because there's always beginners, and it's a way for them to learn how to proceed and do different stitching. I know a lot of you already have seen me do this. So you do just a few like that, and then you can like cut your thread just to secure that it's not going to go anywhere. So I have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and on my 9th I'm doing 2 on the same stitch. That's my increase all the way around. Then you start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in my 9th, 2 in the same stitch. Now remembering, I'm doing these Christmas colors because of the demand, the high demand of Christmas doilies and so on. But changing colors, it changes completely the look of the pattern. So let's say autumn, into the Halloween colors, or whatever, summery, spring. I mean, it's up to you to use whatever colors you want, correct? Okay, so row 18, we're going to every 9th double crochet, we're doing the increase 2 together on the same stitch. I'm cutting my thread after this, and we'll be doing the X's on the next row. Okay, everyone, so going into row 19, I thought I was going to use the gold, but I'm not. I'm going to use the red. So I'm going to row at least 4 times. Even if I don't use it, that's okay. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to take out 2. I'm going to skip 1, 2, come on the 3rd one, and take out 2 again. And then I'm going to take out 3, take out 2, and the last one. So I'm going to do another double crochet, but I'm going to come in and actually, no, I'm going to do 1, 2 chain on this first one. The other ones will be a 3 chain. And I'm coming in where I've closed them and doing a double crochet. So I have my first X. So I'm going to roll 3 times. Let me see if it's twice. So I'm going to come on the same one, and I'm going to take out 2. I'm going to skip 1, 2, coming on my third one, take out 2. So I will have to roll 3 times. Okay, sorry about that, people. So roll 3 times, coming on the same one, take out 2, skip 1, 2 on the third one, take out 2, take out 3, take out 2, and again 2. Coming back in where we've closed in, where we have these loops here. Oh, sorry, before that we have to do a 3 chain. I don't know why I keep forgetting. Good Lord. Come back in, and we have the second X again. Roll 3 times. We have 4 on the hook. Come back in that same stitch, take out 2, skip 1, 2, come on the third one, take out 2. Now take out 3, take out 2, and the other 2. 1, 2, 3 chain, coming in and doing that double crochet. So 4 loops on the hook, come back on the same one, take out 2, skip 1, 2 on the third one, take out 2, take out 3, take out 2, and the last 2. 3 chain, come in and do that double crochet where we connect. Okay, last time, 4 loops on the hook, come back on the same one, 2, skip 1, 2 on the third one, take out 2. Now we're going to take out 3. Okay, these 3, and take out 2, and the last 2. Chain 3, and do the double crochet. We're going to do this all the way around the same way. I hope I wasn't up too high. Come back on that same one, take out 2, skip 1, 2 on the third one, take out 2, take out 3, take out 2, and the last 2. 1, 2, 3 chain. Come back in and do your double crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm reaching almost at the end. I'm going to do my 3 chain, coming back in where I've closed them off, doing my double crochet, roll 3 times on your hook, come back in the same one, 1, 2, and of course on the same one as we started. Take out 3, take out 2, and take out 2. And then complete your double crochet. I'm going to hook here at the beginning where we started that first double crochet, and I'm going to come back with the green. Okay, going into row 20, try to bring this up a little bit more. So this row will be about double crochets. I'm going to come in between the X's and do my first double crochet. Okay. Then I'm going to come inside of that 3 chain space. hide my thread as I go, but you can do your 3 chains going up for your normal double crochet. This is a way to teach others how to do it. So on this first one, I'm going to do 3 double crochets. So I have 2, and this will be my third one. So we're going to alternate in between X's. This one has 3 double crochet, the next one will be 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, and always 1 double crochet in between X's. So I have 3, I'm coming in here and doing double crochet. Coming on the next one, doing 2 double crochets only, because as I mentioned, we're going to alternate. One has 3, one has 2. Coming again in between, 1 double crochet. Into the next one, 3 double crochets. Into the middle, in between, 1 double crochet, and then again now 2. This is how we're going to do this row all the way around the same way. Coming in between, 1 double crochet. We've done 2, so now we're going to do 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1 in between the X. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 21, coming back in with my white. So you can pretty much start anywhere. I'm going to come in and do double crochet, another double crochet, another double crochet. So I'm going to count until 7 double crochets. Just trying to get a few more in there to hide my thread. 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So once we've done the 7 double crochets, let me just bring it up a little bit more. 1 chain. You must not forget that 1 chain space, because we need that for the next few rows. That's to create those chicken fingers that I usually call them. I have no other, they're leaves really, but they look like chicken fingers to me. But anyway, we don't skip any, we go directly into the next one and do 7 again. So all the way around will be like this. Do groups of 7 double crochet, 1 chain space. We don't skip any stitch. 2, 4, 6, and 7. 1 chain into the next one. And do again those 7 double crochets. So I've done my 7, 2, 4, 6, 7, 1 chain into the next one. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. And I have a bad habit of always not looking into the camera. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, if you wanted to have this as a small doily, you can use number 10, Aunt Lydia, 2, 4, 6, 7. One chain into the next one. Okay, so repeat your groups of 7, 1 chain. Groups of 7, 1 chain. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, closing out row 21, going into row 22. So I've done my last 7, 1 chain, and coming in that very first one, and closing in with slip stitch. Now I'm going to do the walk, as I call it, with slip stitch to the 3rd double crochet, which is from the 7. Okay, we have 7 and 1 chain. I'm on my 3rd double crochet. I'm just going to come back and do a single and 2 chains. So I have my first double crochet, again another double crochet, and another double crochet. So where we have the 7 double crochets, we'll end up having 3 now. 1 chain. I'm skipping a stitch and coming into the next one. Remembering that we have that 1 chain space here, we need to make 3 little blocks. 1 chain and coming into the next one. Right below we have that 1 chain, that little block there. Again, 1 chain, skip a stitch into the next one. And we're going to repeat doing this all the way around. I'm on the 7 group double crochet. So I need to do my 3 double crochets, 1 chain, skip a stitch into the next one. This is where we have that 1 chain. 1 chain into the next one. 1 chain, skip a stitch, and do your 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. These little bugs here, that they're such buggers. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is how we're going to proceed. So where we have the groups of 7, we'll have 3 and 3 blocks. 1 just before that 1 block, that 1 chain we did, 1 in the center, and 1 right after. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 22, going into row 23. Row 23 is a repeat of row 22. So where we have the 3 double crochets, I'm coming back in with a single 2 chain. We're doing the 3 double crochets, 1 per stitch. Where we have that 1 chain, the 3 little boxes, we're continuing to do 3 little boxes. So it's just a repeat of what we did on row 22. Row 22. Row 24. So I've been counting my rows wrong. Okay, from the last one, the 17 that we did, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And I have to go back and edit on the video and put it up, the row numbers. Oh, sometimes I'm telling you people, my head is there, but my brain is not, right? So 1 chain and continue with those 3 little blocks and then 1 double crochet per stitch. So we have the 3 double crochets here. We continue with the 3. 1 chain, create the block, our first block, 1 chain, our second, 1 chain, and our third. And then of course the 3 double crochets. So row 24. Okay, and then I'm changing my thread after this. Okay, everyone, so I finished my row, and I know a lot of you are going to be asking me about this thread, especially the ones that order from me. So this is mixed green and red, and there's like lighter shades, darker shades of green, and the red and almost like burgundy, darker shades. So color number 37, of course, 4-ply. Okay, number 37, we go by numbers for a lot of you that don't know, not name of color. Okay. Okay, everyone, going to row 26. Let's hope I'm not getting them more mixed up, right? So I'm doing my slip stitch knot. I'm just going to bring up the camera a bit more. We're going to work those 3 double crochets where we have the 3 double crochets. Okay, so I'm doing 1 single, 2 chain, coming into the next one, double crochet. So pull this to the back because I want to hide this thread. Makes it easier instead of keep going back and forth. But you do as you wish, however you tuck in your loose ends. Okay, so we've done the 3 double crochets. Now we're going to work on these little squares. We're going to work on the first one, then the second, and then the very first one. We never work on the middle ones, okay? These 2 middle we don't work, only the very first one we work. So we're going to work on here, 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 and here. So 5 blocks, not the 2 middle ones. I'm going to do 2 chain. I'm going to come in that first block and I'm going to stretch my thread. Come in again, stretch again. I'm coming into that second block. Make sure you stretch it all the way up or you'll have issues after, okay? Get my thread here prepared. And then I'm coming down to that very first, not the middle one. Don't get it confused. Make sure you stretch it to the length of your row. 1 and 2. Coming in the next block, 1 and 2. And then the very last one here, 1 and 2. Now we must close all of them together, and sometimes at the beginning it takes a little bit of adjustment to pull the threads through, and sometimes you have to go back and redo it again until you pretty much get them through. And then close it with slip stitch, and again 1, 2 chain, coming in that double crochet with double crochet. So these are what I call the chicken feet. They're leaves really. And it's just perfect for this time of the year, right? The autumn going into the winter, we're just changing seasons. So a lot of you get the color of leaves changed. Make sure that you pull enough on the stitching or else it's not going to look pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna redo mine again. If you need to use a bigger hook, go ahead. Okay, and this little string here is becoming very annoying. Okay, so 1, 2, into the bottom one, 1, 2, into the very first block. Now stretch it to make sure that you're getting it into the size of that row, into the next one, 1, 2, and the very last one. We don't want it to be too small either. We want it to make sure that it matches more or less the very first one. Sometimes it gets stuck, so you have to, till you get adjusted to it, you know. Now closed it. I'm going to close it with slip stitch, and then 2 chain, 1, 2, top of that double crochet, and of course completing the 3 double crochets. Okay, chain 2, and again we're going to stretch 1, 2, the bottom one here right below, 2, into that middle very first one we did, stretch. Want to make sure that we're not pulling on the rows, stretch into the next one, stretch, and into the last one, which is stay hidden here because we're pulling so much on the thread. And then go with your hook. Sometimes I like to get it out, make sure that now I have one of the strings here attached. I'm going to try to release it. Sometimes the problem is we release everything, right? Okay, and then in through the last one. No, it didn't work out. I grabbed the wrong one. Try to see if my other hook would be better. So I'm going to try with the 3, see if it helps me a little bit better. You have to try your hooks and see whatever works best for you. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 1, 2. And the bottom one, stretch, stretch, and again into the next one. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Now, I think it worked much better for me, the number 3. So it came out directly. So because I have a tight tension, the 2.75 is a little bit too tight to pull my stitching out. Chain 2, after that slip stitch, and then you come on top of the double crochets. Now, of course, if you find that it's too loose, your double crochets, then you can go back to the normal hook you're using. Chain 2, again, 1, 2. Try to get enough thread into the bottom. 1, 2. Into the very first one. We don't work the 2 middle ones, okay? 2 into the next one. 1, 2. Give it a good stretch. We don't want to pull on the rows here. 1, 2, and now so pull through them to make sure that, and close it with slip stitch and chain 2. Okay, and that's how we're going to do it all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm coming back in now with the red after my leaves, or my little chicken feet, as I call them. But they're really leaves, not chicken feet, right? Okay, so I'm going to come in that first double crochet where we have the 3 double crochets, and I'm going to do an increase on the middle one, 2 together on the same stitch. Okay, we're going to alternate on these groups of 3. This one will have the increase, but the next one won't. Okay, so we ended up with 4. I'm going to put 2 double crochet inside of these 2 chain space, and 1 where we have the leaf right in the center. 2 inside of that 2 chain space. Now on this group of 3 we do not increase, so 1 per stitch, So we're alternating. One group has the increase and the other group doesn't. Okay, so 3. We started with the increase on the middle one, 2 together on the same stitch, no increase. On the next one, we'll do 2 together on the same stitch again. Inside of the 2 chain, we're doing 2 double crochet and 1 inside of that leaf. Okay, then on the 2 chain, 2 in the same stitch, or the 2 chain stitch, 1 double crochet per stitch. So we have 2. We're going to do the increase on this one, and this is how we're going to proceed all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. Everyone, so I finished row 26, going into row 27, coming back in, doing my single 2 chains. We're going to build groups of 7 double crochets. Sorry for the noise, people. The construction will be on for quite some time, and if I don't do these tutorials and wait for the construction, it will take years. 2, 4, 6, and 7. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, coming in my 4th and doing the 7 double crochet groups again, and this is going to be like this all the way around, the same way. Groups of 7 double crochet, 3 chain, skip 3 space, 2, 4, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3 chain, skip 1, 2, 3, come on your 4th, and continue the groups of 7. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, on my last one, I'm going to do 2 on the same stitch, because we'll be missing like 2 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so 2 on the last one, and then your 3 chains, and then close up on your whatever, if you did 3 chain on your last chain. Okay, everyone, so closed with slip stitch. I'm going to do the walk to the 3rd double crochet. I'm going to do a single, next stitch, single, and the next one single. So meaning we won't work the first 2 and we won't work the last 2. I'm going to come inside of that 3 chain and I'm going to do 8 double crochets. Okay, I've done my 8 double crochets. I'm going to skip 1, 2, come on my 3rd one, single, next stitch, single, and the next one single. So we have 3 singles coming directly inside of that 3 chain again and doing the 8 double crochets. And this is how we're going to proceed on this row until the end of the row. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Skip 1, 2 into the 3rd one. Single, single, single. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished my row with a slip stitch on that first single we did, and I did the walk to the first double crochet, and I did 4 chains, 3 for double crochet and 1 for space. Okay, and then double crochet on each double crochet, 1 chain space. That's what I'm doing here now, because I advanced. There was so much noise, it was literally impossible. So you do, after you do your slip stitch, you do your double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain on all 8 double crochets. So simple. Okay, and then you just jump directly. If you find it's too tight for you, you can do 1 chain space in between the motives. I hope there's enough lighting here. Okay, so 1 chain, and on my last double crochet, and then go directly, or you can do a 1 chain space if you find that it's pulling too much. I'm not, I give it a little loosage to avoid that 1 chain, but you can do that 1 chain. It doesn't change anything on the pattern. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, into my last row. So I've closed in with slip stitch. I'm going to come inside of that first space of that 1 chain, single, 3 chain, and I'm going to come right behind that single into the next one. Single, 3 chain. I'm sure a lot of you have seen me do this millions of times. Into the next one, single, 1, 2, 3. Come behind that single. Now I'm going into the 4th. Single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. Coming behind that single and closing it. Back in that same stitch with single, 1, 2, and 3. Behind that single, all in that same middle stitch. And then into the next one. So we can have 3 picots on one side and 3 picots on the other. Coming behind that single into the next one, single, 3 chain, behind that single, and again with a single, and then going directly into the next one and start 1, 2, 3, single, into the next one. Single, 1, 2, 3 chain, behind that single, and close it. So it's a picot without closing like a picot. I prefer it this way, it's nicer. 2, 3, behind, and then picot. On the 4th one, single, 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, 5, 6 chain, behind that single, and then coming back in that same one, single, 1, 2, 3, behind that single, into the next one, single, 1, 2, and 3, behind that single, into the next one, single, 1, 2, 3 chain, and close it, and then just single on the last one. Okay, so you have 3 picots on one side, 6 chain, and then 3 picots, 3 picots. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'll leave the measurements below in the description box. Perfect for Christmas. Very easy to make and makes a beautiful table centerpiece. So pretty much done with this tutorial. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you in the next one. God bless you. Take care of yourselves, each other. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Give it those thumbs up on the video. It's free, you know, costs you nothing to help the channel out, and sharing is caring. So please do share. Thank you so much. Until next time, everybody. Bye-bye.